Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Yahya. I am the Imam at Masjid Salaam and Education Center, which is part of the BC Muslim Association. The masjid itself is about 25-ish years old. This is the only masjid in the city of Burnaby.
Tell us about the history of Muslims.
So you are from the States, but here in Canada, the government actually stopped asking the faith question in their statistics and in their census reports over half a decade ago. Because of that, we don't know exactly how many, but we have a rough idea because of the size of our congregation. So alhamdulillah, we have a healthy mix of Muslims here from different parts of the world. Ethnically, about 40% or so would be mix of various South Asian communities, either be from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, or even from the Fiji Islands. A large community of brothers actually that are from the Fiji Islands, but of course those brothers are also originally from the subcontinent. Then we have an equally large 40% or so brothers from various Arab countries, sometimes from the Emirat, Iraq, Syria, Palestine, and then the rest of the 20% or so are just a mix of various Central Asian countries, the Caucasus, also just local-born Canadian Muslims who usually are reverts. To put that into perspective for those who are not from the area, we have 2 Jummah Salahs here at the Masjid. In the first Jummah Salah, we would easily have between 12 to 1400 people perform their Salah here, and in the second one also between 500 to 700 people. Burnaby is attached to Vancouver. It's the city right next to Vancouver. So this entire area, Vancouver, Burnaby, there is a city next to Burnaby that's called New Westminster, a city after that called Surrey, Richmond. This entire area is known as the Lower Mainland. Usually when people who are not from BC refer to Vancouver, they are usually referring to this entire area right here that is a combination of these few cities. In terms of our religious programming, we have various programs for all levels of the community. So one of our flagship programs is our weekend Islamic school, in which we have more than 300 students from kindergarten to grade 8 enrolled in that program. That happens every Friday and Saturday. We also have weekly durus and halaqat for adult brothers and sisters, recitation, tajweed, hifz programs for adults and for children. We have various special events, sometimes with local scholars, sometimes with guest speakers. Ustad Nauman Ali Khan was here last week. He delivered the khutbah here. Various other scholars have visited us and continue to visit us, being one of the largest masjids in BC. We also have, apart from the strictly religious educational programs, we also have a number of other youth programs that are more social or recreational in nature. The intention of allowing youth to build bonds amongst each other and also with those who may be slightly older than them, giving them career opportunities as well, to develop mentorship with those who are a little bit ahead of them in the game in a particular field that they may be interested in pursuing. We have sister-specific programs of an educational nature as well as just of sometimes a recreational nature. I believe this weekend they also have a sister's self-defense workshop that's going to be happening here.
Yes, I saw in the elevator
so we have programs like those. This masjid is a purpose-built masjid. I believe there used to be a gas station here before the masjid was constructed. So we have several large masajid. So Richmond Masjid, we have a masjid in Surrey, we have other masajid in Vancouver, another masjid in Surrey, then masajid across the province, but these 3 are our largest masajid.
First, tell us, have you seen the growth in the past?
Oh yes, definitely. I can speak from first-hand experience. I didn't actually grow up in BC, so I was born and raised in Ontario, on the other side of the country. I came here towards the tail end of 2014, and since then we have seen more than a doubling of our congregation. To be honest, the cost of living in Vancouver is higher compared to other parts of Canada. As people come, there are also those who are leaving Vancouver and going to other parts of Canada, but we do have many people who are either born here in BC, growing families. We also have those who are moving to BC from various places abroad, from South Asia, the Arab countries, and elsewhere. Primarily for employment, they are moving here, and then they are choosing to settle here and become part of this beautiful community. The masjid is designed by an award-winning architect. His name is Sharif Senbel, Lebanese Egyptian. He designed several masajid across North America. He's also designed other public spaces. So if you are in Vancouver and if you ever happen to be in downtown Vancouver, one of the central locations in downtown Vancouver is Robson Square. Part of Robson Square's design was also Sharif. Even the wood itself itself comes from Vancouver Island, so there's a lot of use of local material in the, although this is a modern building and most modern buildings don't use nearly as much wood as that. We also have social assistance programs through the masjid, so we have an active food bank in which we provide food and groceries and other household items to about 150 families that live in this area that are having trouble making ends meet. We are partnered with organizations like Success, which is a settlement services organization that help newcomers to the country find employment, find education, things like this. The BC Muslim Association is also a sponsorship agreement holder with the federal government of Canada, which means that we are able to intervene and sponsor refugees from various parts of the world at a shared cost with the federal government. You know, we are relatively well connected with all levels of government here in the province as well as federally. We have a very dedicated team of brothers and sisters that look after all of these things. The BCMA stands for the BC Muslim Association. So the BC Muslim Association is an organization that's approaching 60 years now. Across the province of British Columbia, we run 15 different masajid and 2 Islamic schools. Each masjid is operated individually, but it's also under the umbrella of the BC Muslim Association. It's, of course, it's not the only Muslim organization in the province. We have many other strong Muslim organizations in the province, but this is the largest one. 60 years ago, in fact, there was only one masjid here in BC. It's known as Jamia Masjid Vancouver on West 8th. Then the first masjid that was built by the BC Muslim Association is currently where our head office is located in Richmond, BC. I know you came here on a motorcycle, but most people, they fly in. So if you fly in, the city where the airport is located, that's Richmond. So that's where the airport is, and that's where that masjid is. And then we branched out.
Message for the Ummah.
Jazakumullah khairan for visiting us as I pulled into the underground parkade. For reference, we are in the first week of May. Typically, our brother is a little bit early in terms of motorcycle season. So here in Vancouver, nowadays, the daytime weather is between 12 to 17 or 16 degrees. That's Celsius for the Americans. But go out, see the beauty of the Muslim community, especially for young people who watch these videos and who may not live close to a masjid. I would highly encourage you to make this a priority, to visit Muslim communities that are close to you. This gives you a sense of belonging to a larger group, to an ummah. That's what we're looking for. With all the things that are happening in the world right now, not just young people, but even others who may not be feeling this sense of belonging, they need to feel this. They need to feel they are part of a community and they're part of something bigger than just themselves or the small community in which they live.
Jazakallah khair.
It was a pleasure speaking to you.
Likewise. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you.